Well, Singapore kicks off our brand new year in less than 2 hours. Can you believe it? Well, the Sports Hub is hosting its first ever countdown party, and our reporter Sabrina joins us live at OCBC Square. Sabrina, 2 hours to go. What's the atmosphere like?
But as you mentioned, 2 hours to go to 2025, and the atmosphere here is absolutely infectious. Myself and my camera crew, we've been stationed here at a tent just in front of the OCBC Square for about 2 hours now, and the atmosphere has just been getting better and better. The crowd here, they have been enjoying the music of the DJ, and now the first performances of the night are taking place on the stage behind me as we speak. And of course, you said this is the first time where the countdown event is happening at the OCBC Square. So a lot of Singaporeans have a lot of excitement about this, and earlier, even though it was raining in the afternoon, that doesn't have to seem to have any impact on, the mood or the cheeriness of the Singaporeans. So they were still coming as early as 3 p.m. just to catch a glimpse of their favorite singers and performances later on in the night. And of course, there's also a slew of events along the Kallang River, such as face painting, such as various musical performances. In addition to the performances that's happening right behind me right now, it's so loud that it's hard to even hear myself. So earlier I spoke to some of these New Year, party goers to listen to what they have to say about their hopes and dreams for the next year.
I think just to be healthy and keep fit as well as family as well, yeah.
Spend more time with family, less work, more fun, and visit Singapore more often.
I think next year is Singapore's 60th birthday, so I think we're all looking forward to celebrate the Singapore birthday.
All right, love those wishes. Sabrina, it's all going to ramp up from here. What can we expect over the next 2 hours?
But we will have a slew of performances from both local and international artists, and of course that's because this countdown is one of the first events in a series that will mark 60 years of Singapore's independence. So I have here with me, Australian magician Centino, who will be performing what I'm hearing is a death-defying act later. So let's hear from him. So Centino, could you give us a little sneak peek of what your performance is later on?
Of course. First off, I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for having me. My escape is very death-defying. It involves a straitjacket, chains, locks, an axe, and a water timer. I don't want to give too much away though. You have to watch it. You've got to tune in to see this. Or come down live and check it out.
Yeah, so you heard it, you have to come down and experience it, right? So what hopes and dreams or well wishes do you have going into the new year? What resolutions do you have for yourself?
Okay, now, resolutions. Do you know what? Every time I set a resolution, I never actually achieve it, and I get really upset at myself. So my resolution this year is no resolution, but to continue to set my goals and achieve them and then reevaluate and go for them again. Because you know what? When you put that much pressure on yourself in the beginning with a resolution, it seems to fall off in about mid-January. So no resolution, but constantly setting goals.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll let you disappear and have a very wonderful act later on. So that was Centino, one of the performers for the countdown event later here at Singapore Sports Hub.
Right, thanks Sabrina, and you heard her. Head on down if you can. Sabrina Ng live from OCBC Square. Now, the Heartland celebrations, they're not being left out, and I'm being joined by Rachel Teng. She's at Woodlands Stadium. Rachel, tell us, how are they celebrating out there in the Heartlands?
Hi Jill, I'm here at Woodlands Stadium, like you said, and the atmosphere has been really amazing. Nothing short of what we're hearing from Sabrina at Sports Hub. Just now there was a band playing Evanescence's Bring Me to Life. I feel like the crowd has really been brought to life by all the musical performances so far. And you know what? The folks are telling me that it's great to be celebrating right here in the Heartlands, right next to their families, their neighbours, their community, and that's what makes it really special. Some of them have even come to see their family, their siblings, and their kids perform on stage, and that's really, really special for them. Now, this is just one of 17 different Heartland celebrations that are being held island-wide. 1,700 different grassroots leaders and community volunteers from all walks of life have come together to make this happen. These are working professionals, seniors and students even. Yeah, so Mr. Zaki Mohammed, Member of Parliament for this district, has also been seen walking around and enjoying the atmosphere.
It is more intimate, isn't it? And more cozy out there in the Heartlands, but still very special.
That's right. Yeah, so of course, Singapore is also celebrating her 60th birthday this year. So what I'm seeing is that there are also a lot of interesting activities that the volunteers have put out for the community. One of them is a musical exhibit where residents get to try out traditional instruments and maybe even pick up a new hobby. So with me here, I have Mr. Lo Che-yong, who is the conductor for one of the Chinese orchestras. So let's hear from him. Che-yong, tell me more. How have the residents been liking what you've put out for them so far?
So far, the response is actually very good, better than a lot of my expectation. I didn't expect so many people to come to our booth and then have a try on the instruments, especially on our Chinese instrument. I see a lot of other racers who are very fascinated with our instruments as well. I think amazing to see a lot of kids actually they enjoy so much on the personal hands-on on the instruments.
That's really wonderful to hear. So what are your hopes and dreams for Singapore and your fellow Singaporeans as we turn 60 years old next year?
Okay, I think health to me is very important. I hope that everyone will be staying healthy, continue to stay healthy, and the vigilance towards scams, and Singapore continue to prosper.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So let's also hear from the residents that I've spoken to earlier for what they hope for the year ahead.
It's an exciting year. We all have got so much coming up in the new year, and just fingers crossed. And I'm just hoping that everything will fall in place.
This coming year is my 3 kids are going out. Then 2 kids are going to primary 1 soon. So I will be glad to see them for better future.
Wishing all the fellow Singaporeans good health and wealth.
And thank you to Rachel Teng. They're putting us in the spirit live from Woodlands Stadium.